Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people who just like tarot. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's tarot reading, we're looking at what is your superpower. So for group number 1 here, we have Glamour and Lepidolite. For group number 2, we have Destiny and Moss Agate. And for group number 3, we have New Beginnings and Aragonite. So take your time and choose what card and crystal is calling out to you the most, and when you're ready, head to the description or comment section to click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose Lepidolite, your first card Glamour, and your second card here Prosperity. So what I see here for one of your superpowers is whether you feel you're attractive, maybe you wish to be more attractive, whatever you think about your appearance with Glamour, there's something about your look that is important for your life purpose, your destiny. So some of you guys could make a lot of money off of your appearance. Some of you guys could persuade people because of the way you look. So for instance, let's say if this isn't great beauty, this could be like you have an appearance where people trust you more, so you look innocent, or you look really smart, so people trust you more. So there's something about your appearance that really influences your life heavily. And this is part of, your life purpose, your destiny. That's part of it, is using your looks in some way to get what you want or to appear a certain way to someone so they trust you more. I also see here as well with Glamour, this kind of makes me think of like magic or spells in some way. So if you guys are someone who you do like spell work, you could have spells that are successful. You could even make money doing spell work, selling spells to people, doing like witchy activities, doing tarot reading. I also see here though, you have some sort of magic about you, like the ability to persuade people to agree with you. That keeps coming through so far. You have this ability. So when people look at you, you can mirror what they think, what they say. So people are going to agree with you more compared to somebody else saying the same thing. You just have this natural knack of being able to impress people or mimic them in a way where they feel like, okay, I can trust you easily. I also see here with the 15, right? The numbers 1, 5, 15, or 6 could be important for you, along with the number 3. This also could be the number 9 with both of these added together. But I feel here with Prosperity, there is a sense of focusing on getting money, being creative when it comes to making money. So people could feel like you're powerful in the way that you're always prosperous. So you either make money really easily, like you always seem to have a job opportunity lined up. You always have a really smart business idea. You could own a business that's successful, or will build a business that's really successful based on beauty or looks. That's also possible. But people see this as your superpower because you have the prosperity of, always finding a way, right? Like you're not defeated. You always find a way to succeed, to prosper. I also see some of you guys too, you could like traveling or going to warm weather places here, because the imagery in this card kind of reminds me of like Italy or Greece. So some of you guys too, like you could have luck or opportunity when you travel someplace like that that's warm. Mexico too. So your superpower is always attracting abundance and opportunities, whether you're traveling, you're saying something, whatever it is you're doing, you're always finding a way. I also see here too, we have Libra, that sign coming through once again with beauty, balance. So you often balance things out, situations out. You could be a really good mediator. I feel like people really listen to your words. And with a new romantic cycle begins, I feel like you guys are very attractive. People are attracted to your looks. They're attracted to your beauty. The only problem with that is even though this is your superpower, it also could be a weakness sometimes, because people could try to use your looks against you. Or as I said, unrelated to beauty, if you look more innocent, people might not take you as seriously, or if you look smart, people might be threatened by you in some way, right? So this is both your power and weakness at times because of the way people, they go along with it or they try to use it against you, right? Another superpower of yours I'm sensing here with nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. This could be having the power to manifest when you detach. And I also see that too with the tarot cards, the moon and the Four of Cups, that indicates detachment, not being interested. So I feel like you also draw a lot of energy in towards your goals, your life. So like, for instance, if you really want a job, right? If you act not interested, you're more likely to get that offer. Or if you act like nonchalant with people, right? You're not super attached or like in their energy itself, right? You're not going up to that person being like, oh my God, like, let me ask you so many questions, excited. You kind of have this vibe about you that is a little mysterious, or you're like sitting back, not in a bad way, but you're just, to yourself. This attracts a lot of opportunities into your life, or it brings good energy towards you. It, for some reason, unlocks things for you. So one reason why you could have enemies is because people get jealous of you not having to do a lot and you just get something. As I said, you're always persevering, always finding a way, always getting a good offer. So with this, it's like people are like, how are you getting all this good by doing nothing? Yeah, you can just sit back, and that's how you manifest. You manifest a lot by, doing that work and then letting it cook, letting it happen. And then you come back and you have what you want. I also see this too. I feel like you guys could manifest or bring things into your life by meditating, because meditating also can be a form of detachment. So when you meditate, whatever you use as affirmations or what you focus on during meditation, that is also something that's more likely to come to you. This also could be having some sort of psychic powers as well, with the moon card and these two cards as well. I see here with judgment, yes, that judgment once again is to your looks, your personality. People watch you. So one power you have is, I feel like you know how to compose yourself within the public eye, right? So like, you're not going to act a way where people will be upset. It's like you have a built-in PR team in your head, knowing how to manage your actions, so people will like you more. You will get more opportunities, right? Because you know how to act publicly, so people will favor you. It's like you have a team built in your head supporting you, so you get what you want, kind of like a celebrity, but you don't have to be a celebrity. You just have that vibe of always knowing how to say the right thing, do the right thing. You are very skilled at managing how people perceive you. I also think you guys would thrive, or other people see you guys thriving when you're on stage or you're at the center because of this skill. You're not going to have a scandal because you know how to manage yourself, so that won't happen in the first place. And if it does happen, you know how to change a situation towards your favor, or to your favor, I should say. You know how to get people on your side, on your team. I also think you guys have a power of connecting with people because of this. Like, you would be a really good diplomat. As I said earlier too, I believe a communicator of some kind, like mediating a situation. So that is also part of your skill set. Another skill of yours I see here is with the Tower card. This indicates to me you know how to strike at the right time, right? So as I said, you might be more laid back, relaxed, and know how to manage your energy when around other people. But when you have to attack or get what you want, you are able to plan that and make it so people don't suspect you, right? Not to sound like nefarious or something, but you know how to plan things so no one's going to see you planning that attack, so you can strike and get what you want. I think you take people by surprise with your talents. People could underestimate you in some way, because the Tower is like a shock, a surprise. So people could be really shocked and surprised by what you do in response to their actions. I also see that too with the Four of Cups. It's like not really caring what is being offered, right? And then a sudden explosion. So it's like that balance of something being calm, relaxed, maybe bored, not that interesting, and then a Sun in shock. So you could have that energy when you meet people. They don't expect a lot instantly, or they're underestimating your skills and talents. Maybe they're judging you on your looks, and then boom, you hit them. So I'm going to put down some charms and see what else people view as your superpower. What is your superpower? Okay, so we have the rubber duck, and I feel like this indicates like something fun, something happy, even childhood. So you could have a gift from your childhood that you still have now that you carry on with, that people are impressed by. So this could be like you learned piano as a kid, or when you're younger and now you're still skilled at that. Or if you return to that old hobby and skill, people are like, wow, that's really cool. That's really unique. Ooh, and we have, I believe Libra. Yes, Libra again with the scale. So you guys could be Libras, or you just have strong Libra like vibes, energy, that balance and beauty. Perfectionism, like with your taste, right? Like you have good taste. People might like your style. With shooting star, people might think you're really lucky, really fun. I also feel like shooting star, it kind of makes me think of something whimsical. So you could be whimsical in some way. You can lure people in with your energy, as I said earlier, of course, with that beauty, that talent. But it feels like something about this too, people could dream about you or have a lot of assumptions about you because of that star energy. We have Capricorn. I'm sorry. So we have Aries. I know I said Capricorn. I think I'm just getting confused, but yeah, courageous. So I think Aries has that energy of shutting people down and just showing up. And with the Tower card, that makes me feel that energy as well. So like I said, you seem calm and relaxed, but when you have to show up, you show up. So I think you could silence people. You could silence your enemies with what you say and do. It feels very like satisfying, right? Like you get revenge on your enemies. And then we have a seahorse. So a seahorse is like giving birth to new ideas, being unique in some way, creative. So I think a lot of people are envious of your creativity. And, you know, with the moon too, that makes me think of creative energy. So you're able to create many things other people wish they could have. Then we have balloons. So celebration, once again, also childhood, because I think of like, you know, birthday parties or any type of celebration, like you graduate and someone gives you balloons. So I think people also like how you provide them comfort. People could feel like you celebrate them, you show appreciation for them, so they also feel moved by you in that way. And then we have apple. So this kind of makes me think of you guys being a good teacher, a good student, because it makes me think of the student giving a teacher an apple, like at school. So you could be a really good teacher and a good student. So like you're very open and receptive to new knowledge, but you're also not going to gatekeep. You give that information to people who are open to it. Then we have Pisces, intuitive, as I said. Definitely pick that up. Oh, and lastly, we have a cat. So yeah, you guys could have that cat energy of kind of being laid back and chill, but when you strike, that keeps coming through the whole time. I also feel like cats indicate, you know, psychic abilities, or this could also be like being protected from spirit guides, the universe in some way, because cats are indicators of like having that connection to the spirit realm or the other side in some way. So you guys are like psychic or powerful in that way. So that was your reading for your superpowers, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video, subscribing, joining my memberships to financially support the channel if you wish. You get early access to videos, and you get a weekly card pull to see what you might be able to expect for the week ahead. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose Moss Agate, and your first card here is Destiny, and your second card here is Good Cheer. So what I first see here for what is your superpower, what people think your superpower is with Destiny, it makes me think of kind of having this higher calling, right? Having a path, having a certain goal in life. So people could feel like you're really determined, driven, ambitious. People feel like you know what you're doing. People feel like you have your life together, or you're really on a path to somewhere, someplace. So people feel like you are destined for something good, something great. So if they see you, worrying or struggling with a problem, a lot of people might not even take it seriously, even if it is a serious problem for you, because they're viewing you as so capable. So you actually could have problems sometimes because you might need help, but people view you as like, wow, this person can handle anything. This person is totally capable. Why would I come in and help them? They don't need my help. So a lot of people view you as very strong, very powerful. With Destiny as well, I love how in this image, the girl is laying on the moon, sleeping. So I feel like people also feel very supported by you. People feel very comforted by you. So I feel like people feel like they can rely on you for support. I do see, though, once again, kind of like with that being fully capable message, this also can give you difficulty because you could be helping many people, but then you don't always receive that same support back. So I feel like from the universe or your spirit guides here, especially with the moon in the background, it kind of gives a message of, hey, like, we're seeing what you're doing, the universe, spirit. Try to rely on us. Try to call on your higher power if you need that support. If you're not getting it, that's just another message coming through. I also see here with Good Cheer, people like to party with you, okay? And even with the Three of Cups down here, I see that as well. People like to be around you. They like your energy. You have a good personality, a good sense of humor. People find your jokes funny. People think good thoughts about you. So don't think, oh, people don't really like me or something like that, because people in their head, when they're thinking about you, they think you're fun. You're good cheer. I also see this too. You could really like uplift the mood. So if someone is sad or depressed, you really help get that sadness out. You make people see the optimistic side of things, or you help people solve their problems. So that's another big superpower you have, is that you're able to push forward when things seem bleak, or you're able to give support to other people, give inspiration. So you guys are like a muse in some way to people. You inspire people. You make people feel happy and feel like, okay, I can carry on because this person's doing it. Why can't I? I also feel like one of your superpowers is to give love or increase love in the world. So you guys are meant to like bring the world to a higher vibration. You're meant to make hate turn into love. You're meant to make people love each other. You're meant to break down barriers, stop hurt. You guys are definitely a healer in this pile. You're meant to do something, what you're working on, your job, your life purpose, your goals, the people you know. You are spreading love, and that's part of your purpose. I also see with it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So obviously with Scorpio, that's a deep, intense energy. And I feel like you guys are deep and intense in some way. So people like that about you because you could have a commanding presence, right? Because Scorpio is intense, it's serious. So people could really like that about you. That could help you in life as well. Having people see you with that Scorpio type of energy as intimidating, powerful, strong. I also see here with this, the scorpion here with the stinger, right? You're going to defend yourself. You're going to defend other people. So people like how you defend them. Like you could stand up for your friends, your family, the person you're with romantically. People really like how you stand up and you're not afraid. So your bravery is also another superpower that you have. Your ability to fight back against negativity is also a superpower. I also see with have faith in your dreams, this is a very positive card as well. So it's like you could be some sort of motivational speaker to the people you know in your life. People could rely on you for like words of wisdom, good advice. So I think you guys, the words you say are taken to heart by people. So if you say something because of that serious energy, people are going to listen. So you also, while that can be a power, you have to be careful what you say to people, because people will take your words with more weight compared to somebody else, right? I also feel like with having faith in your dreams, you guys could, with destiny, you could really have high goals, right? High standards, and you're not going to settle with those. So this is also a message here of continuing on with that, continuing to believe in yourself and have some faith that you can achieve what you want, because you will get those goals, right? And with your tarot, I already touched a little bit here with this one, but there is something here about like your feelings, your thoughts when you're alone, because the King of Swords is kind of like introverted. The Hermit is also a card of seeking solitude and inner wisdom, introspection. You have the energy here of being able to listen to yourself, follow your heart, your mind, your soul. So I think people are also impressed by how you don't follow the crowd. You follow the beat of your own drum, right? You follow what you want. So people really also admire this. And again, once again, with bravery, that does take courage to do what you want against what other people are telling you to do. And bringing love into the world, that also can be brave, because sometimes people don't like that, surprisingly, right? There's a lot of people who are putting out low vibrations, right? And you're just trying to increase love, happiness, and follow your own heart, right? So that definitely takes bravery here, but you guys have a lot of wisdom. You should be writers if you're not, or you should be putting your words out there if you're not in some way, even just through speaking, because you have some sort of inner wisdom. People think you're really intelligent. With the Hermit card, it's kind of like an older man who's seen as, a sage or a prophet in some way. So you guys could have some sort of wisdom like this old man in the card, being able to guide people, guide themselves. Some of you too, you could in your life move out to the forest or the woods just to be away from people so you can have more of your own thoughts. Being stuck in introspection in some way, you like that. I also see here with the Six of Cups, you are stuck in your own head sometimes though, especially with introspection, but there's something about you too that makes people feel like familiar or nostalgic. So I feel like you could be someone, if you believe in past lives, you could be someone who has lived many different lives. So like when you meet people in this life now, a lot of people could feel like they recognize you or you're familiar because you have known them in a previous past life. You could have known many, 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 many people. So now in this life, it's like you have this familiar vibe, or you seem like nostalgic to people. You might even look like someone from the past, like a famous celebrity, let's say like in the 80s was big. You could look like someone from a nostalgic time. Something about you makes people feel safe and familiar. I also see here too with the Four of Swords, you have a strong energy of just making people feel at calm, at peace, resting. People feel like they can trust you. They can rely on you. I also feel here you really do alleviate feelings of negativity and anxiety from people. You guys are like taking anti-anxiety medication for people when they talk to you. Like something about the way you say things really just makes people feel at peace. I can't stress that enough. Like you make people feel so good, so hopeful for the future, so calm. It could be the way you see things. With your intelligence here, the King of Swords, the Hermit, you could be seeing things in a way no one else sees it. And when you say it, they're like, whoa, I haven't heard that perspective. And that really helps me a lot. And I already said this, and I already said this a bit, but with the Three of Cups, yeah, like you know how to party though too. So like you're not always to yourself Or like if you want to show that side of yourself, you can, you know, be out there, be crazy, but you might prefer to be a little bit alone or to yourself, and that's okay too. So I'm going to put down some charms and get some final messages for your superpower. I'm going to pull some more. Okay, so we have the rubber ducky again. This came out in pile 1. This actually makes me think of the 6 of Cups, like nostalgia, like being a kid or something like that. I also feel like this is an element of fun or something being like unique or novelty or like novel in some way. So you could have a unique talent or gift that people really like. With the eye here, this is the evil eye. So you could protect people from evil energies, help people overcome evil energies. You could be protected with the evil eye, like warding off your enemies, bad spirits, bad people. We have Sagittarius. So you guys could be a Sagittarius, or I always feel like Sagittarius is like wild, crazy energy. So like I said, like you have that in you, but you're not always putting that out there, right? So people could be impressed like when you show that side of yourself, or you have that fun element come out with your words, your actions. They're like, oh, I didn't know you could party like this. Then we have Leo. Yeah, like Leo, you stand out. Leo is also courageous and brave. It makes me think of the Wizard of Oz, right? The lion being more brave. We have the tree, so you could have really grounding energy. You guys could have like a strong like root chakra, sacral chakra. Those could be like your energy points that are really strong and balanced. Fearlessness, that keeps coming through. Yeah, like one of your best like skills and talents is that fearlessness and courage. I can't stress that enough. It keeps coming through and coming through. Being able to take the wheel and direct your life in the way that you want. You're the captain of the ship. So people, I think, rely on your leadership role or your leadership skills. People think you're really the one who should be in charge. You actually might get put into a lot of leadership positions in this lifetime because of your skill set or your fearlessness. We have Pisces. I think of like creativity, being dreamy in some way. With the fish here, I'm specifically feeling like, you know, like water. So some of you guys could manifest with water, like your power is manifesting with water, or being around water could rejuvenate you and give you energy. It makes me think of like, you know, like in Finland, a lot of people will use saunas, right? So maybe like something like that is good for you or gives you more power in some way. That's a funny message. But that was your reading, group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about the reading in the comments. If you did like it, of course, like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. And if you'd like to financially support the channel, consider joining memberships. You get access to videos a day early before I post them. And you also get weekly card pulls where I pull some tarot cards to see how your week might go or what themes to watch out for. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose Aragonite, and with your first card here, we have New Beginnings, and your second card here, Passion. So what I see here for your superpower, the first message is with New Beginnings, I feel like you guys have this energy that, you know, you can always start over again. You could always do something new. You can always learn something new. Or when people interact with you, they sense that new beginning, that new energy. So you could really make people feel like you are a good friend or you are a good person when they first meet you. So you could have the energy of encouraging people to take risk. When people know you, when they interact with you and you're in their life, they could start to become more brave, more courageous. They start doing more things they normally wouldn't because they're inspired by you to do so. So you have this energy of kind of pushing people in the direction they need to go. But you also do this for yourself. So you also take risk and you look for new beginnings of where you can find beauty, where you can find something grand for yourself. I also see here the blue butterfly too could be a message for you. When you see a blue butterfly, that could be a sign from the universe or, spirit, whatever you believe in, saying, hey, keep going and doing what you're doing. I also feel like with the numbers here, 44 could be important. The number 8 could be important. 2 could be important. 11. These are numbers that could be giving you hope, or when you see them, like angel numbers like 1111, 444. This could also be a message for you. I see here though, I feel like you guys have a lot of renewing energy. So you're kind of like when a car breaks down and someone needs to have the jump cables to restart their car. It's like you guys give that energy to other people and yourself. And with passion here, you make people want to be deeper. So I feel like when people talk to you, they have a lot of realizations of, wow, I need to get my life in check, or I need to be more serious, or I need to have more passion. So I think when you talk about stuff, you talk about things in a way that's very detailed. People can see how much you care about something, so they are then inspired to do the same. So you have passion that makes people care about what you care about. So let's say someone really likes Legos, right? Or you really like Legos, okay? Let's say that. You can talk about that for hours and hours and have a lot of passion when you're describing that. So you end up making someone who never cared about Legos suddenly be obsessed with them too, because you're giving them so much information, so many details, and they want to find their passion afterwards because it's like, whoa, I need to do more with my life. That's the message I feel. So I also feel like you guys with passion, you could be someone, you could make money off of your passion, because with the Ace of Pentacles, and there is a lot of like earth sign energy, so like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I feel like you could make a lot of money because you're so educated with what you like. Like when you like something, you want to learn every single detail about it, and that makes you powerful because people can't compete with you. If you know everything about everything that you like, what are they going to say? How can they compete with you? So I think you stand out in competitive situations because when you're trying out for that competition, you're more prepared than everyone else because you really care. With prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, this makes me think of having that approach of being slow and steady like the bull. So you're not going to be the fastest person here, I feel. Even though we have a couple nights here, you're not going to be the fastest person when you're working on your goals, but you don't care. You really enjoy the journey, the process, the steps. You guys might prefer the steps in the process more than, actually getting to that end goal because you like to learn. You like to really deeply explore the subject you're looking at. But I feel like people appreciate this about you because instead of rushing in really quickly and impulsively, you take your time because you want to get things right. You take your time because it needs to be done a certain way, right? So you are very particular and stubborn, kind of like Taurus is, but that benefits you because then you don't make a mistake later on because you're more assured of yourself. You're more careful to spot those things going wrong before they happen. And I see here with have faith in your dreams, this actually came out in group number 2, I believe. You have a lot of faith in yourself and your dreams. So people feel inspired by you because you're always having hope. You're always going after what you want. Even if you have to slow down or take time, you're still going after what you want. So this also could be my pile of late bloomers. If you're a late bloomer, that also could be your superpower because it's like you give hope to people that they're not too old to do something, or they see the way you're handling something, like doing something later, and they feel like, wow, okay, like you're doing that at a later age, but you're still doing it. You're still able to. So you also inspire hope to other people in that way. I also feel like you really dive in or you go forward, right? So the Knight of Swords is always being able to overcome challenges that are thrown at you or overcoming difficulty in life, charging ahead. So you guys have that energy. So I think you are also seen as a soldier in some way or a protector in some way because you're able to handle things in a way other people can't. So when people see you charging ahead, they kind of feel rested because they know, okay, like I have a good fighter on my side, or I have a good person on my side. So people might like the way you stand up for yourself, you stand up for other people, or you really go after what you want. I do feel here you guys are someone who's always going after your goals, always chasing what you want, not really ever caring about like what other people think or feeling like you have to do things a certain way. You have your passions and you seek them. That's also why you make money off of your passions, or can make money off your passions, because you don't have that fear that holds other people back, or you don't have that hesitation of, oh, like someone else doesn't like this. You're going to make them like it so it can happen. And with the Four of Swords here too, I think people really like how you guys like you either disconnect or you decompress, or you guys could be someone who you like to take a lot of vacation, you like to rest a lot. Taurus energy keeps coming through, right? So I think people also feel like they have to rush less around you. You could make people feel like, okay, I should stop and also vacation, or I should stop and take my time to work on what I want. It's not a race, right? Like there's time to do what I want. You make people feel like there's not a rush to the finish line. They have time to get there. I also see this too with your perspective, as I said, like with late bloomer, you could be doing things at a later age that also makes people feel assured. That keeps coming through as well. I feel like people could look up to you too, like with your wisdom. So if you're doing something at a later age, you might be an inspiration to younger people. So they feel like, okay, you're just doing this now. Okay, like I don't have to do this at my age. I have time. So like you're really someone younger people look up to more specifically. With the Ace of Pentacles, yes, this is like making money, having abundance, having a lot of ideas that could blossom into an empire or something very big. The Knight of Pentacles too also is talking about seeking money. So you could be someone, you know, you go to college, you get credentials. This could be having multiple types of credentials. So this could be like, you know, you have a degree in nursing, but then you also know how to weld or something else, right? This is being like multi-talented, multi-skilled, and being able to make money off of your multiple talents. I think people think that's a superpower because they feel like, okay, you're going to be set either way, or you're going to be making money. So people feel like you're abundant financially, materially. You could be financially smart. So you could be someone who like you are very minimalistic, or you know how to cut like big expenses out of your budget. So you end up saving lots and lots of money. So people are like, how do you get rich like that? People are wondering how like you're budgeting and doing what you're doing with your wallet. So like you could be impressive to a lot of people financially, or some of you guys too, maybe you have, you know, an inheritance, or you have financial assistance from people, you know, your family. People probably think that's a superpower because they're like, wow, you have resources. You have the ability to do what you want because of that too. I also see with strength, you are a very powerful person, and you are very self-assured. And I think people really like how, like when you talk about your life or what you have been through, I think people feel a lot of respect for you, not pity. They feel like, wow, like you have overcome so much. You deserve success. You deserve happiness. People feel really impressed by you because of everything you have went through or you have overcome. So I'm going to put down some charms to see what else your superpower or superpowers might be. Okay, let's see. So we have a dragon. A dragon kind of makes me think of, you know, a powerful mythical beast that breathes fire. So yeah, it also makes me think of wealth too. With some of the fairy tales with dragons, hoarding wealth. So I think you guys have a lot of money, or people, they think your superpower is getting a lot of money eventually if you don't have that wealth now. People see you as always finding resources to do what you want. Like, you could be that friend who's always going on vacation, even if they are broke, okay? Because you're finding the resources how to do that anyway. But yeah, you find a way to do what you want no matter what. And with the clothespin, this does make me think of like penny pincher. Like, you're really good at saving money. You have a lot of financial talents. Honestly, some of you guys should like work in a financial field if you don't already. You could have a lot of wealth and success there. I also see this too as like being cleanly or clean. People probably appreciate how you're organized, or you do things in a certain way with a clothespin. And this looks to be like a shell. So once again, that rest vibe from the beach, right? Shell means you protect yourself as well. So you could protect yourself, protect others, but you also relax. Like, you know how to, rest and rejuvenate. With the owl here, you are smart. You have a lot of ancient wisdom. Like, you could have knowledge on subjects that are kind of niche or even seem random, right? Like, you could have like a lot of knowledge of random trivia facts, or you can know a lot about like old movies or old cars. Like, you have some sort of knowledge a lot of other people don't, but it's to a particular hobby or passion. With the dragonfly, this is like you embrace change, you like change, or even if you sometimes have scary change, you're able to adapt and overcome with your skills, with your talents. We have a rose. So you guys could be very beautiful to people. You could be very sweet to people. I feel like you guys have a personality that moves people romantically with the rose. People could really like the things you say, like your personality, your quirks, right? Like the way you talk, the way you move your hands. People are attracted to that. We have a triangle. Some of you guys too, you could be interested in ancient Egypt. Because I think of, the pyramids. You could have knowledge about like esoteric subjects too. I also think that with ancient Egypt. I also feel like with the 3, you could think of many different sides of something. So you could have the knowledge of a broad perspective, along with the owl being smart and intelligent when talking to many different types of people. With the moon here, the moon kind of makes me think of being intelligent spiritually. So you could be spiritually connected. You could have a lot of guidance from the universe, your spirit guides, as I mentioned early, with the butterfly and the angel numbers. That could also really be something you resonate and like to hear, right? That could be because of that connection with the spiritual side of yourself. You guys also could make money, I feel, getting into spirituality or doing some sort of spiritual service or product. They have passionate Scorpio. Passion. So yes, like, I think your passion too can come off as intense because, of course, Scorpio, I love the sign, but Scorpio is very intense, right? Like, all or nothing here. So I think your passion can scare people sometimes, but as I said, like, that's your superpower. Keep leaning into it and don't feel like you have to hide your passions. That's what's going to make you money. That's what's going to attract good things into your life. So that was your reading, group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, of course, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. If you'd like to support my channel financially, consider joining memberships. You get early access to videos at least by a day, and you get weekly card pulls, like some tarot cards, to see how your week might go or what themes might be prevalent. Hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.